will's wieder. Okay, so nahe heran. Hier mit meinem Let's Play von Felix Wright Ace Attorney Spirit of Justice. Beim letzten Mal. Come on! Eigentlich haben wir den Fall schon gelöst. Es ist klar, dass hier Dingsbums unser hier Trump 2.0 den Doktor umgebracht hat. Aber wie kam jetzt bitte schön Felix auf die fixe Idee hier zu meinen Bitte? Bezichtige nicht meinen, Mandanten. Really? Was ist los mit dir? What I meant was, he's a promising politician with a bright future ahead of him. It's in our nation's best interest to avoid burdening him with the taint of scandal. Say what? Right! You'd better do something to change the current courtroom climate. Or I'll be charged with murder. And you know what will happen to her if that happens. What's he talking about? Well, I can ponder that later. For now. Mr. Wright, you can't possibly believe that Mr. Rebel is the killer. Are you really going to send an innocent man to prison? I thought you were better than that! Well, Mr. Wright, answer me! Mr. Wright? What in the world's going on here? If you won't say anything, then... Mr. Attention Wimperson, the defense hereby accuse... Apollo, wait! Not you too, Athena!
It's just... I wasn't sure whether I should say anything, but... During that last recess, when I went to check on Mr. Wright, I overheard something I shouldn't have.
I trust Maya is unharmed. I can't really say, but just remember, if I'm arrested or fail to obtain the treasure, there will be consequences. Consequences of the worst kind, if you catch my drift. Relax. All you have to do is ensure I get my hands on that relic. I must deliver it to my benefactor at all costs. What do they want that relic for anyway? It's something to do with an old legend. My patron seeks the great power said to be granted to whoever solves its secret. Here we go again. Das zweite Klischee der Ace Attorney-Reihe. Maya wird entführt. Ja, es geht nicht ohne die Klischees. Bei dir. Das ist das Problem.
Maya?
As in Maya Fey?
Yes, the boss's legendary former assistant.
Miss Fey's being held hostage.
So it seems.
Why didn't you tell me as soon as you heard this?
Sorry, it's just Mr. Wright spotted me before I could slip away and made me promise not to tell you. He said it would make things more difficult if you found out.
Ah! As if things weren't already hard enough! So that's why Mr. Wright was acting so strange. I had no idea. This must have been excruciating for him. Think, Justice. There's got to be something you can do. Mr. Justice, about that last statement of yours! I believe you were in the middle of accusing the plaintiff of murdering Dr. Puff! Would you Fey! I'm sorry, Apollo. I'm really, really sorry. What's gotten into you two? If I accuse that slime back, I put Miss Fey's life in jeopardy. It seems you finally caught on. I'm far too important to be accused of murder. After all, our nation's futures rest squarely on my shoulders. Either I give up or... Once I present a crystal to my patron, my victory is assured. Then one day I'll become president, and then king. I'll have every politician at my command. Now retract your accusation. I can't kowtow to him, but the defense would like to retract the previous. Apollo! The Turk? I don't know what's going on here, but a lawyer should never look the way you do right now, with defeat and resignation written all over your face.
A dragon never yields.
Even when you're wounded, a dragon bites down hard and never lets go till its dying breath. It glares, it roars, and it latches its jaws firmly onto its prey till the bitter end. That's what lawyers do to get to the truth. Dirk! A dragon never yields. He's right. It's all over if I give up now. If Mr. Wright's hands are tied, it's up to me to do what must be done. He saved my neck so many times. Now, it's my turn to save his! Dirk, thanks for that wake-up call. Now that's the face of a lawyer you've got there, son. Where there's a will, there's a way. And I'm going to find a way to save Miss Fey and see that justice is served. Danke, Dirk. Okay, Recall. Wie retten wir Maya und sorgen dafür, dass verhaftet wird? That scumbag is holding Miss Fey hostage to ensure he gets the orb for his patron. And it seems that patron believes in the orb's legend. Thing is, the founder did appear when the orb was exposed to fire, just as the legend said. If the legend is true, then we've already solved the riddle, right? Tatsache ist, das Rätsel ist BZW, die Legende, ist noch nicht ganz vollständig. We have not solved the riddle yet. The legend says the founder will bestow great spiritual power when she returns. But if that's true, it means we haven't solved the whole riddle yet. But how can that be? Are we missing something? Wait, maybe the part about the founder returning should be taken literally. But how would it be possible for a dead person to return to the world of the living? Das sollte klar sein aus einem Land, in der ein Medium alles regiert. Beschwört den Geist. The founder can return through channeling. Oh, I know. There is a way for the dead to return. Spirit channeling. course. You'd have to know what the founder looks like first. But the orb has revealed her face to us, so what if it's a sign that we should channel her? Given the facts, in order to solve the riddle and receive the founder's power, I'd need... Alles, was wir dafür brauchen, ist jemand, der die Beschwörung vollführt. Ein Spirit Medium. A medium is needed to obtain the power. The ability of a medium to channel spirits is the final key to unlocking the orb's secret. That means Mr. Attention Wimperson's patron will need one too. And once that slimy politician realizes that, he won't be able to lay a finger on Miss Fey. Weil Maya ein Medium ist! Heftig! Everything's going to be okay, Mr. Wright. Because Mr. Politician Wimperson can't afford to harm a hair on Miss Fey's head. Huh? Mr. Attention Wimperson! It seems you've chosen the wrong person to take hostage. What do you mean? Your patron seeks to solve the orb's riddle, and thereby receive great spiritual power. However, only Maya Fey can truly give them what they really want. She can? What do you mean, only Maya Fey? Think about what the return of the founder really means. We should have considered it more literally. After all, the orb was made in the kingdom of Kurain, the birthplace of spirit mediums. Ah, I think I see now. You need to know what the deceased looks like in order to channel them. But in Kurainism, depicting the face of the founder is taboo. However, her true face was hidden in the orb. So maybe the orb is telling us to try channeling the founder. Exactly. Through a spirit medium, the founder can quite literally return. And if the legend is true, the founder just might bestow spiritual power on someone when she does. It's like when Pearls imbued my Magatama with spiritual power. If a human could be imbued with such power in a similar manner, it is said the founder possesses immense spiritual power. Such a great feat would not necessarily be beyond her. Wait a second! Then the legend is true? Do you understand now, Mr. Attention Wimperson? You are holding hostage the final key to unlocking the orb's secret. And if anything were to happen to her, the riddle would remain unsolved forever! Ah! There's always Pearl Fey. I could simply ask her to help. If she wants money, I have plenty to offer. She's not the kind of person to be tempted by material gain. And she certainly wouldn't help you if anything were to happen to her cousin. Or maybe you'd like to ask the Queen of Kurain to channel the founder for you? He could, but he'd probably get executed for requesting such a thing. It's over! Now, confess! You killed Dr. Puff, didn't you? It wasn't supposed to end this way! Mr. Attention Wimperson! Are you admitting to committing a crime? You're my lawyer, Mr. Wright. Do something! It's true that I'm your lawyer, and as such, it's my job to defend you. However, defending my client isn't the only duty a lawyer has. There's something else that's equally as important. And that is finding the truth. What? Mr. Attention Wimperson, you have sought to twist the truth in the dirtiest of ways. I was complicit to hostage taking, but in a way I was being held hostage too. Even so, there's still hope for me to make things right. And I owe it all to you, Apollo. Mr. Wright. I can't allow a murderer to walk away scot-free. Therefore, Mr. Attention Wimperson, I must resign as your attorney. No! Does this mean I'm under arrest? No! Well? I've nothing to confess. Say what? What? I said I've nothing to confess. I don't and I won't, especially not to a plebeian like you. This guy doesn't know when to give up. Besides, there's no truth to these allegations. I mean, look at the suitcase. You won't find a single print of mine on it. All that means is you wiped them off, taking care to only leave Mr. Rebels. As many as great politician has said before me, no comment. In that case, try switching things up, Apollo. Look at the situation from a different angle. Is there really nothing that points to the suitcase being dropped from up above? Evidence that points to the suitcase being dropped from the second floor. If the killer pushed the suitcase from the second floor hallway over the coffee bar. Ups, das ist ja Szene. Entschuldigung.
That would place him right around here. Ah, maybe... just maybe.
Thought of something, Apollo? I believe this piece of evidence to be connected to the dropping of the suitcase. Ja! Und jetzt haben wir es. Der letzte Beweis, den wir für diesen Fall jetzt bekommen haben. Wir erinnern uns, Ami hat ja uns vorher noch gesagt, dass sie, jetzt wo hier Dings gezeigt wurde, wo der Killer gestanden haben muss, dass sie in der Stelle auch war. That appears to be a statement! But how is that related to this case? On the night of the murder, Your Honor, Miss Ami Bob physically left the room. That's when she saw the doctor burning the orb and subsequently passed out. Right above the coffee bar. But with her there in her wheelchair. The killer wouldn't have been able to drop the suitcase down onto the doctor. Good point. However, according to Sarge, she woke up just as someone was trying to move her in her wheelchair. Ah!
Someone was pushing my wheelchair.
What?
I was so scared. I beat a hasty retreat as fast as my wheels could take me.
She must have been in the killer's way and had to be moved. Isn't that right, Mr. Attention Wimperson? And if the killer had pushed the wheelchair with his bare hands, we may yet find the conclusive evidence we need. Exactly. Fortunately for us, that evidence slipped right through the killer's fingers. If only he'd been able to hold on to it just a little tighter. But now, he is neither able to discard nor alter it. Honestly, that piece of evidence wasn't even supposed to be here in this courtroom today. And yet, it looks like sometimes things do get better. But this was supposed to happen. No? Well, too bad, because the evidence that sped away from you that night has come back to haunt you, right here at this very trial! Your Honor, the defense final piece of evidence is on this person. Nämlich die kleine Ami, BZW, auf ihrem Rollstuhl. That's... On the night of the murder, Sarge passed out, only to come to and find that someone was pushing her wheelchair. That's when she fled back into her room. She didn't physically see a single soul after that. Not until Athena drew her out through that therapy session, that is. While the killer was able to wipe the prints on the suitcase. The same can't be said for the prints that got away. My fellow Ukrainians. Well, Mr. Politician Wimperson, try to explain your way out of this one. The podium is all yours. Politician, savior of Ukraine. I'm not a crook. My political career, it can't end like this. I'm destined for great things. Something's wrong. This isn't real. It's a dream. A nightmare. Huh? What? Wait, really? Oh! Ah! Wait, what? No, please. Wait! Don't go! No, please not! Mr. Person, are you alright? Nep. Ist wortwörtlich abgestürzt. Ja! Bailiff! Get him to the first aid station! On the double! Well, this was yet another unexpected turn of events! In light of everything that's been revealed, it seems the relic is indeed the Founder's Orb! And it seems Mr. Politician Wimperson can be considered a suspect in Dr. Buff's murder! Apollo, I want to thank you for everything. Thanks to you, I didn't have to keep bending the truth. I don't know what I would have done without you. Don't mention it. You were amazing today, Apollo! Well, I couldn't have done it without Dirk.
A dragon never yields.
Even when you're wounded, a dragon bites down, hard, and never lets go till its dying breath. It glares, it roars, and it latches its jaws firmly onto its prey to the bitter end. That's what lawyers do to get to the truth. A dragon never yields. Every lawyer should take that to heart. As it seems both sides have no further objections! Would Dirk said Marty please take the stand? Juhu! Genießt den Konfettiregen! Should the kingdom of Kurain claim ownership? The matter may have to be delivered in court all over again. I just hope, or should I say pray, that I'm not the judge presiding over that one. Ha 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 ha! Indeed, a trial like that might spark an international incident. Still, there are bigger and more momentous things astir in the air. The revolution. Dirk's really serious about this. This court is adjourned! Ja! Justice is served. Ja! Ist das gut! Das fühlt sich gut an. Ich habe über einen Politiker gesiegt. Geil! 17. Mai, District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 3. Geil! Nice work, son. We've finally broken through the last obstacle on the road to revolution. Revolution? It just doesn't seem real. Yes, well, to think you actually defeated the Fighting Phoenix. All I can say is, that's my boy! Ha 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 ha! Well, Mr. Wright did have his hands tied. Who knows if I'd had won if he'd been able to fight me head on.
I see it more like you saved Mr. Wright.
Saved him?
Yeah, remember what you said? He didn't have to bend the truth anymore. It was all thanks to you.
I don't know about that. Still, I guess it is kinda nice to be appreciated.
Mr. Dirk? Now that the Holy Mother's face has been revealed, are you going to have a spirit medium try channeling her? I, for one, would love to see the return of the legendary founder.
Yeah, just think about it. Being able to speak to someone right out of the history books. Unfortunately, it's not that easy. What? Why? A face isn't enough. You also need the true name of the one you're attempting to channel. Alright, Paul mentioned something like that. And the founder's true name is only known to the priestess who's been crowned queen. In short, the only living person who knows it is the current queen of Kurain, Jahren. Oh, so without her help, we won't be seeing the founder anytime soon.
That's no fun.
Naja, es muss ja immer irgendein Makel geben, aber gut. So, Dirk, what will you do now? First, I'll start by tracing the route by which the orb came into Dr. Buff's hands. Since we now know it was a politician that asked the doctor to study it, isn't he the one who stole it? No, a politician nobody like him couldn't get anywhere. A political nobody like him couldn't get anywhere near the orb, let alone steal it. He must have inside help. My money is on someone connected to the royal family. Alright, you said something to that effect back in the cave. Whoever it may be, we need to expose their dirty scheme to the light of day. Well, I'm sure Mr. Wright has plenty of information, courtesy of his dirty client. He might be able to shed some light on this.
Private Justice! That was fine work you did at the trial today! You did your sergeant proud!
Back at you, Sarge. And look, it took real courage to leave your room like that.
It's all thanks to you and Corpswoman Sykes. With my siege defense over, I can finally sally forth.
But the battle's only just begun! One for me and me alone to fight!
To lose your mother and then your father, what a terrible thing to endure.
Yeah, and being wheelchair bound doesn't help.
Private Justice? I've been thinking. It's about time I stood up on my own 2 feet. After all, I no longer have Papa to call on me.
Huh? I'm afraid I don't follow.
Take a good look, soldier. This is one small step for a man. And one giant leap for me. Hold my drone for me, would you, Private Justice?
Yes, sir. What is she up to? She's standing! What's this? Sarge, you mean your legs? They're...
The doctor told me I was ready to walk away again months ago. But if I admitted I could walk, I knew I'd have to leave the house. So I faked it.
Makes sense, but...
I kept pretending I couldn't walk. But I know Papa is watching over me now, and I'd hate to disappoint him. So, from this day forth, I'm going to march forward on my own 2 feet.
What a brave kid, trying to move forward like this. But it must be so hard this soon after her father's death. Ugh. Don't you ever stop. You just keep on walking, comrade. Stay brave, because there will be days when you'll want to stop. But I have faith you'll find a way to muster the strength to push through then. Yeah, you can do it! Ich bin so stolz auf die Kleine! Ich will die weiter ich will die umarmen und knuddeln und adoptieren! Werd meine Tochter!
Hey, Daddy's back!
Mr. Wright! What's that look on his face for? Oh, Apollo. Is everything alright with Miss Faye? She's safe. For now.
Well then, we better go save her, quick! Where's she anyway?
I'm afraid I have some bad news. Huh? Maya is not here in the States. She's still in Kurain. And she's still being held hostage by the mastermind behind this whole thing. The mastermind? That's right. Politician Wimperson was nothing more than a pawn. Maya's true abductor is in the kingdom of Kurain. What?! I don't understand, Mr. Wright! What in the world's going on over there? But as shocking as that news was, it was only the beginning. The beginning of something big. Big enough to shake Kurain to its very core. Revolution. I was being swept up in a mighty wave that nothing could stop. Of course, at the time, I had no idea what the days ahead had in store for us. Yep. Auch wenn dieser Fall jetzt abgeschlossen ist. Es hört natürlich nicht auf. Wäre ja auch sonst irgendwie komisch. Ich meine, die Episode heißt Turnabout Revolution und hier, Dings. Was wir am letzten Endes hat man nur von Revolution gesprochen und es gab bis jetzt noch keine Revolution und jetzt wird sie aber irgendwie auftreten, bla. Und Kurain! Natürlich muss es auch wieder nach Kurain gehen, weil von wegen da wird ja die Revolution stattfinden und Alter! Gott! I'm so hyped right now, weil jetzt wirklich, shit goes down. Oh, das wird gut. Na dann. Das soll es aber auch jetzt für heute gewesen sein. Egal ob positiv oder negativ. Bewertung immer gern gesehen. Das war's von meiner Seite. Und wir sehen uns das nächste Mal wieder. Hype sei mit euch.
Sehr geil.